Hello, welcome to Growth Talk again. It's me, Nay, and I got Jamie and James with me. Man, tonight, y'all, what's today? March the 21st. We're going to switch it up a little bit, and we're going to do like more of a freestyle. Like, we just want y'all to just come in with us. Imagine yourself in the living room, just relaxing, got your little drink, just sitting back. Go ahead and set that scene.
Whoop, whoop.
Right?
Yes, because I'm so excited about it because some things just has to be like, it has to be said. And we as people should not sugarcoat the truth anymore. Like whether it's gonna hurt somebody else's feelings or not. Like, think about not saying it and what it can do. Like the damage that it actually can bring. Or even like more so, they say that it's better to know the truth than not know. Like when you hear it's better to know the truth than not know the truth. Like what comes to y'all mind first?
I would say just skip past the small talk, honestly. Because if you're gonna tell me the truth, I'd rather know the truth than like what you're trying to lie to me about. Because at the end of the day, what is helping? Before we start this, like, what is it really helping if, like, if you were to tell me a fake lie, then I go ahead and do that fake lie, then it's really only gonna hurt me. So that's my thing about it, is to just tell me the truth. I might not like it, but at the same time, it's like either it goes in one ear and out the other, or I absorb it, maybe go down the road and think about, okay, what did she say, or what did he say? And be like, maybe that was a good idea. Maybe it wasn't. You don't have to take everything from everybody. Right. If you don't like it, cool. If you like it, cool. You don't have to really just take you can take bits and pieces of what people say. You don't have to really absorb everything because, at the end of the day, it creates your feelings. And so if you're not, I guess I could say it, you have to be kind of thick-skinned as well. So I was actually going to share something with you earlier too. And with everybody, really, it's like something Kevin Hart said in one of his TikToks. He said, at a younger age, all you want to do is please people. But as you get older, you get smarter. And the smarter you get when you get older, the more you don't care. So basically, Kevin Hart, everybody knows Kevin Hart. He has money. So basically, an analogy is him giving money to people. What does people do with money? You let people. I have an example, actually. I gave some dude a ride to an interview. He needed a piss test. I didn't give him a piss test. He needed some. I told him to give me some gas money. Did he give me some gas money? No, he didn't. Have I seen him since then? No, I haven't. So people with money, if you let people borrow money, the prime objective is them not paying you back. So the quickest way to get people out of your life is lending money. So that's kind of like the same analogy is, okay, if you want people to stay in your life or you want people to get out of your life, tell them the truth. Because at the end of the day, they're either going to absorb it or they're going to hate it, and then they ain't going to talk to you no more. So that's the quickest way to get people out of your life.
Man, that's what's up, bro. That's so real. That's the truth. I started reflecting, like,
you heard me
right about when I told somebody the truth that I didn't hear from them. Text messages, all of that. But that's like what you said though, bro. That's real, because that's how I look at, like, it's a part of growth. Like you said, if the truth is what's going to help you grow, it's not going to always be what you want to hear. Like, we just grew up thinking that because of wanting approval, everyone getting an award, like even when you lost, you got an award because people don't want you to feel bad, and it's this feeling, this void of a feeling that we're trying to feel, because it's like, oh, I just want people around me or in my circle that's going to tell me what I want to hear. But when you have those type of people in your circle, you're not growing, you're not stretching, you're not reaching your next level. So I view it the same way.
Yes, because it's like, if you really like look at it even on another aspect of when you're like hearing that truth, it's more so like growing pains too. Like, I mean, you got to go through it. Like, and I know, like, with the even, okay, it done stopped. I was about to say, if they keep beating on this door.
Growing pains, that's all it is. Growing pains.
You heard me,
Can't
exactly.
stop.
Growing pains, even with the kids. But no, like, seriously, because like you said, it goes back to the growth. And we just need to stop looking for the acceptance and start like learning ourselves. Like, what do I love? What do I dislike? What makes me happy? What makes me sad? And it may sound like simple, it may sound like slow, but if you honestly get a book and just write that down, and like in this, and when I started it, it was so sad because I couldn't really write too much of like the positive, because I also did a positive and a negative, like pros and cons and stuff. So it was just like building up the self-esteem, that confidence, like within yourself. Because at the end of the day, it's you. Like, we come in this world by ourselves, we leave by ourselves. So it's like, if you just focus on yourself and your personal growth, developing each day, like you being better than who you was yesterday, being better than who you was an hour ago. Like, you know, you just lied 30 minutes ago. So try not to, continue this lie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or, you made a mistake this day. Try not to make that same mistake the next day.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like if you, for example, like if you a person, for example, that you say one thing, but you don't do what your words not matching with your actions, and somebody call you out on it, you can't get mad. That's the truth. It's not gonna feel good in that moment, because most of the time people not gonna, and that's just an example of something, you know what I mean? But most of the time people not gonna, that's what you really realize who care about you. When they tell you like it is, and not saying that they telling you that to tear you down or hurt you, but when they just telling you something that's going to help you grow, from you getting from you getting in your own way, that's what you need. And like, I don't know, I want that, because I for me, that's how I grow. I know I'm not perfect, and then we can't sit here and think that we perfect. Like that's just crazy.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Definitely not. Then we all, and everybody has backlash too. So like, I have it the worst. But at the same time, it's kind of like, you have backlash. Say if somebody tells you the truth, you have backlash. You can't tell me no one has backlash, because you feel some type of way, or you get mad because they said something you didn't like. We all have backlash, whether you respond to it or you don't. But at the same time, you might respond to it in a negative way, and then it becomes an argument. But at the same time, if you know it was right, you would feel different. And when I say that, is like, you might have backlash to that person, but at the same time, deep down inside, you know they was right.
Yeah.
And then you start to think about it. You start to contemplate on it. It's like, maybe like we've done it before. Like, all of us done it before. Like, I know we've done it before because we talked a lot more than other people.
Yeah.
And so we started thinking about it. Jamie, you've done it to me. You said, maybe I shouldn't have said that, bro. Was I right about that? Blah, blah. We all done that before. Because it was like, it was the right thing to do, but then you second guess yourself. And so we've all done it. It's just vice versa. If someone said it to you, they're probably thinking about it. Okay, I said it that way. I've done it. I say certain things that come out just, because I'm tired of hearing excuses.
Yeah.
And it's like, I could have said it a lot better than what I said it. And so you start to think about it. It's just the same way. It's like growth, as you said, Jamie. It's like you're also growing in that process. So whether you said it wrong, whether you said it good, if you said it wrong, you're analyzing how you said it, so you're growing to say it better the next time. And so it's just a constant growth process. So when you hear something you don't like, at the end of the day, you're either going to grow from it, or you're going to stay in the same. And if you don't grow, and then what's the point of someone saying the truth to you if you're not going to take it and grow from it? You don't have to take the whole thing. Like I said earlier, you just take bits and pieces of it and go from there. But if you don't take any of it, that's on you. It's not on the person that told you the truth.
That's real.
So like, how do y'all handle backlash? Like, when y'all know that, like,
it's just, it's really just, just, I don't know. I have a saying to myself that if I'm pissed off, I really don't like to go sleep pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
And because it's not gonna go well to the next day. And it's kind of like one of those reasons why if I have backlash with somebody, if I have backlash with my wife, I don't try to take, I don't try to be pissed off. Like I might be pissed off in the moment. She might be pissed off in the moment, but I try not to keep that lingering, because it's just what's complete silence going to do? It's not going to help either. So it's kind of like we have to communicate. It's all a communication thing too. And if you backlash, like you said, it's like, what do you do if you backlash? It's like, would you rather have arguing and quietness, or would you have a civilized conversation? So that's why I think about it. That's me personally. That's how I think about it. It's like, if I backlash and I argue with somebody, why do I want to keep that going?
Yeah. See, fine.
But yeah, that's my personal opinion. I don't really like to carry on arguments.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I know for me, it's more so of just like, okay, I may have to take a moment to reflect. We have like space, right? And then, but I'm with you. Like I gotta communicate. I'm a communicator, so I'm gonna have to talk it out. Like we either gonna have to get on the phone. That's what I would prefer. If I can't see you in person, we need to get on the phone, and that way, we can talk it out. We can have a conversation. I can ask you questions. But even with that, to me, that comes with growth. That comes with another level of maturity. And most people, what ends up happening is it's something that can be healed. It's something that can be talked through. But because it's like, oh, I'm pissed, and then we just don't
shut down.
Then everybody shut down.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, we're human. We've all experienced both sides of the situation. So it's like, okay, I know that might have been a little tough pill to swallow. What I just shared. And then at the same time, like what you said, James, and like, because I've done it before, where it's like, okay, then I started processing like, damn, well, I probably didn't have to say it like that, say that part or whatever. I could have said it like this. So then I'm reflecting, and that's one part I like it about myself, but then it gets on my nerves at the same time because it can be too much. But yeah, I would say have a communicate with that person. Like I know with me and Chelsea, that's what we do as well. Like I have to talk it through. I got to, even if we need space for a minute, that's fine. But let me ask you, what are you feeling? What was it that caused you to feel this, or whatever the case may be? So that's how.
And kind of to add on to that, it's kind of like a learning process, in my opinion, that I've kind of noticed for myself, is knowing who you're communicating with. And if it's you, Nay, or you, Jamie, I know I can say certain things to you guys, but if it's someone else that's more softer toned or whatever like that, I can't really say what I want to say to them as I talk to y'all. So it's just also learning who you communicate to, which can, either cause problems or cause, a growth in them. But I mean, at the same time, it's going to be the same, because it's all about, how you said earlier, is your circle. I mean, who you want in your circle anyways. So sometimes you got to have those tough conversations, because you can try to grow someone up as much as you want them to be grown up. Not like from like an age type of thing, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But from an aspect of mindset, it's only so much you can do if the person doesn't want to do it. And so I can only try to grow somebody mindset wise for so long, and you could only do that same thing for so long until they want to either, write down notes, read a book, who do you study on a day-to-day basis? Do you study, people who want to just do nothing, or do you study people who actually really want, a life? So it just comes down to that, really.
Yeah, that's true. And I think ultimately showing each other grace, who, both people, whatever, because understanding, like, and showing yourself grace, because that is something that I'm learning now, is showing myself more grace of like, okay, I'm not perfect. So sometimes when I do say things, it is going to come out maybe not the best way, but my heart is in the right place. And I know that I'm filtering to where I'm not saying anything that's going to tear you down or make you feel less than or not adequate or enough, not who you are. It for me, it's all to help you, because especially when why God put you here, that I know that I'm giving you this because it was on my, it didn't just, oh no, like it's on my heart. It's probably something that needs to get out. And sometimes it may come out not the best way initially, but it needed to get out, because then if not, then that festers because you suppress it and you let it go and stuff like that. But, and then the other person showing you grace, knowing that, okay, well, I know they don't mean harm to me, you know?
And like you said, it's just having those conversations, those tough conversations. And it's honestly just, if you look at it from another perspective, it's like preparing you for even harder conversations. So like if you wouldn't have went through this one where you had to have this conversation, it wouldn't have been so easy for you to break this one down. Or, you know, like, and like you were saying, like the choice of your words is big. And who you talking to. Because I can say one word to you, Jamie, and another word to James, and it's like totally different. Like, you know, like, and not just, I'm not saying just in general, y'all know what I mean, but it's just communication and being the bigger person.
Yep.
Even when you don't want to be at times. But let me ask y'all, and I don't know if this on the topic or not, but like, what, like, I don't really know how to like word it. Maybe I'm supposed to say it.
Just say it bits and pieces. Just say it the best way you can.
So like when you know what that other person have been through, you know, and like how much do you supposed to like just say, okay, I understand, and then like just let it just, you know, like, because I understand because you went through this, so you may see this or view this differently, but I'm steady like trying to show you a different way. Like, how do you like, you know, like just finally know when it's like, okay, enough is enough. And I just can't keep like understanding. Like it's time for action to go into play.
I think, well, I'm still learning this work in progress. I think it ties into what James just said, kind of understanding that, you know, you can't control other people's growth, or you can't even control them understanding. Like you can't. It's just, and I don't know. Like you just
what go ahead, Jamie.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, you just can't, learning that you can't control their growth, and learning that you can only make, what's the word? Create an environment for them to receive it. Now, what they choose to do with it, if they choose to listen and take heed to it, or if they choose, that's on them. And just kind of allowing God, like, it's not saying don't plant the seeds, but the fact that you planted it, that's good. And then allow God to handle the rest. It's easier said than done, but that's something that I'm getting better with, but still work in progress with, for sure. Because when I'm kind of similar, when I see that, like for me, it's more so like I see your potential, I see what's in you, I see what you have access to, I see what you can do, and you're just at this point, I feel like you're choosing to whatever. But then God has taught me, you know, everybody is so different, and everybody's been brought up so different. Everybody's endured different things. Their path is just different. And sometimes some people is really, they're having to heal from past pain and hurt and different things that's causing blockage from them taking it and grabbing it and just running with growth or running with whatever it is because of what they've been through. Yeah.
I just ask them, I mean, just keep it simple, be honest with you. I just ask them how bad are you tired of your situation? And if they ask you or tell you how bad they're tired of it, then I would personally ask them, was like, do you trust me? Because you said you're trying to create an environment for them. If they don't trust you, then that's all the answer you need, really. Because if they don't trust you, how can you create it?
Yeah.
That's real.
Mm-hmm.
And then that'll help you stop
wasting
draining
time.
your energy.
Right.
Because if you ask them basically how bad are they tired of their situation, they say they're tired of it really bad. And then you say basically, do you trust me? Because I want to create this environment that can help you get out of it. And they say, well, I don't really know. Then I kind of give your confirmation that they don't fully trust you. They're on the fence about fully trusting you. So basically, they're saying they don't fully want to get out of their situation. They technically want to do it themselves, but doing it themselves ain't getting them nowhere. And so, how bad are you really done with your situation?
Exactly.
Not in that tone, though. I mean, that's my tone, but that's right. Not. Don't say don't use it in that tone, but.
Especially coming from me, like, oh my God, they have so much hostility. Like,
yeah, don't use it in that tone. I mean, like kind of like a understanding type of tone, like you said earlier. It's like you're understanding, but at the same time, it's like you're tired of your situation, but you're not doing anything with it.
Exactly. Because, like you said, it's like a will thing. Because, like, how long? And that's why, because I do see people for their potential. You know, I can see them for where they're headed. Like, I love that. But then at the same time, it's like, okay, I can see it, but how long do I still try to help? Even though, like you said, James, like, I understand, you know, like you say you trust me, but you don't trust me.
It still comes down to growth. I would still say it still comes down to growth. Yeah. Because as you said, you can see it, but do they really see it? Yeah. It's a total difference.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a total difference. And that's why I said, like, it's because time is short and it's ticking and we can't get it back. You know, so it's just like, I don't want to have to spend all of this time over here. You know what I'm saying? If you're not grasping it, but I also see the potential. So it's like, okay, man, I done put in all this work over here, Lord. And then it's like, okay, dang, still ain't getting it. All right, let you go. Then the next 10 minutes, then you get it and you understand. And I done put in all that work and now we're not friends no more because I done went on about my life.
But let me ask you something, Nate.
Oh, go ahead.
I know this I don't want to get on like the whole rant. Not rant, but that's the wrong word. But you use a good word in that sentence. You said you use time. How much do you value your time?
I value it a lot. Once you ask me that question like that, I value it a
so
lot.
how much value? I mean, how much of your time do you value to keep putting energy into that, whatever it is? Because like I said earlier, you can only help a person so much.
Man, that's what we was talking about, the truth, because that right there in instant. Yeah, like that here, because it's just like, you right, because you don't think of the value in it. Like you got to say stuff out loud a few times sometimes for it to really click. But with you saying valuing your time, like you have to with everything that you do. Like,
what matters the most to you right now? Like, just give me a simple, quick answer. Like, if you had to choose between like your kids or some money or blah blah blah, what would your feelings be emotionally attached to?
I would say my children.
Okay, so what's one of your kids' name?
Naraya.
So say you and Naraya is going to Disneyland next weekend, and somebody said, I want to take her next weekend. How quick would your answer be on no?
Fast.
Same thing. Use that same analogy to that. This is the same as quick answer you can give a no to your kids is the same equivalent to your time. So the time they're wasting, don't be nice to it because you value your time just like your kid.
Yeah. Man. Ooh, Y'all about to have me like I'm in church talking about well. No, but because that is so true when you look at it like that, man.
Not for real. Because you either gonna learn the easy way or the hard way. You look up at them, 2 years past, 3 years, y'all still,
you still trying to help that person.
Yeah, like,
but no,
it ain't going nowhere.
Like, seriously,
like
man.
for real. So save yourself the energy,
man.
Man, say, because sometimes people will sit there, they just enjoy your company.
Yeah.
You over here trying to add value. You pouring. They just soaking up company. No, it's not even. This is not even sticking.
Woo-wee, that's true, and it is so true. Like, I'm just writing, y'all, because
it's tough for people too. I mean, I've had conversations like that when it's either a family member doing them wrong or something like that. Yeah. It's the same thing. It's gonna be tough. Yeah. But how much do you value yourself? It's like you gotta, you know, my mom, my dad would tell you, I'm not very blunt, or am I using that backwards? Or I'm very blunt with it, whatever you want to say. Yeah, it's like if I believe in something, or like if I'm doing a competition or something like that, it's like, no, I can't eat that. I would tell them straight up, I cannot eat that. I don't care if they're mad or not. I just can't eat it. And so it's like you have to be kind of firm with it, to where how we talk about all the time, people can tell if like you're being fake with it. So
yeah, don't feel bad. You know what I mean? Because it's just your heart. That's why it's like that. And God made you like that for a reason. But it's not for it to, you know, for people to, like what James was saying, like devalue it, not realize the value that's right in front of them and the value that you're giving. If they're just gonna sit there and we just hear, you want my company, oh well, I can pencil, we can figure that out another time.
No, but for real. In real life.
But yeah, so don't feel bad, because that's something I struggle with for the longest. It's like, you know, giving my time, my heart, you know, just giving time to people that really, they would just want company. And I had to learn the hard way, and never again.
Yeah. And seeing,
I still love them though, but we
no,
from a distance. Yeah, for sure.
Exactly. And that's exactly what I'm experiencing now. So I'm appreciative to be able to go through it, but it's just like, enough is enough. Enough is enough. Like, it's enough.
Yeah.
Like I said, like, it's no more half stepping and half steppers. I don't want no half steppers or half stepping around me at all. Like, in anything. Like, if you don't put your all in, what are you doing it for?
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna put your all in, you're gonna get that back. You put half in, you're gonna get that back too. So it's just,
and people actions to let you know where your time needs to be spent. If they're in, the fruit will show you. You know what I mean? Like, when you plant seed, it's gonna be a harvest. And you know you planting good seed, nothing harvesting.
Yeah.
I gotta move around. No, because at some point, as the farmer, you're gonna go want to go
over there.
What'd you say, bro?
I said that soil is dead over there.
Okay, because as a farmer, you're gonna want to come pick some of the crop. And if I'm coming to pick crop and ain't no fruit there,
no,
I gotta move around.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at in my life. People where I'm seeing fruit, that's who deserve my time.
Yeah. Oh, I appreciate this so much.
Yep. Y'all got anything else?
I just thank y'all.
We thank you.
You know. But do y'all have any takeaways that you guys want to end with, or any gems, diamonds that y'all want to drop?
I think just be yourself. And value your time. Be yourself and value your time.
I would say, don't be afraid of the truth. Take it, embrace it, process it. And like James said, take what you need. And if it is some truth, because most of the time you know what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's just
everybody
you
knows the
didn't think
answer.
nobody else knew.
No, but for real.
Like, oh,
That's
they
facts.
knew them. They saw the picture too.
No, but for real. Like that.
You know, so don't take offense or be offended by it because you're not growing when you do that. Take it, move on. If it's somebody that's that loves you, that cares for you, you know they heart, you know they're coming from a good place, then take it, embrace it, and grow from it. And respect it. You end up respecting the person a lot more because you know at least they're gonna keep it 100 with you. It's just like somebody got something in their teeth or their mouth or their nose, and they ain't tell you they've been looking at you.
Right.
No,
Right.
for real. I don't
There are people you can't.
get
That be
from
the day
around.
you cheesing the most too.
Yeah.
And they over there look at her just cheese and then she got something in her teeth.
Yeah, nah.
Like instead of you telling me, man.
Facts.
Hey. Shoot, it'd be tough to tell the person, but dang, you like, dang, at least I was looking out. Shoot.
Exactly, man.
But
That's facts.
I would just say definitely like continue to have good people around you, man, in your circle. People that is going to tell you the truth, even when it hurts. Just remember that they're doing it from a place of love. Like it's from a place of love because we're growing together. Like, and I don't want to leave you behind, but me personally, where I am right now, if I got to, I got to. And I appreciate y'all so much again. And for real, thank you, James, too, because you said that word that I needed, which was firm. Whew, that was for me. Continue to be firm in the boundaries that you set and be firm with your value and your time. Woo. Man, this is growth talk section.
I think it's 6, maybe 7. We don't know. This is
yeah. Just come catch this fire. That's all you need to know.
Right. We'll post an episode.
No matter what volume it is, just come catch the fire.
Right, exactly.
You heard me. Don't get left behind.
Right. And we
up out of here. See y'all till next time.